Welcome to the Midnight Room, everyone. Tonight's story will be The Cold Shoulder. I hope you enjoy. Leave the light on, she said quietly, barely above a whisper. I withdrew my hand from the light switch and shuffled over towards where she lay, a single bedsheet covering her, stifling a yawn with my hand. I lifted the sheet and snuggled in beside her. I didn't know which was colder, the bed itself or the lack of response from her. Sure, I've been in the doghouse before. What married man hasn't? But this was something different. I trailed a finger down her back, moving slowly over those points years of experience had identified as those guaranteed to slowly awaken her, or in a swift rebuke, if sleep was all she had planned for the evening. She barely moved. I hurled onto my back next to her and sighed. Okay, what have I done now? You know full well what you've done, came the cold, emotionless response. So I stopped off for a few drinks with Gary. I'm not that drunk, and I'm not that late either. I called from the office and left a message. It's not as if I didn't tell you. I gritted my teeth, resisting the urge to shout, to head down that path that would lead to further repercussions and the standard sudden silence. You're seeing someone else. It was said with such utter finality and sureness that any of my prepared excuses faltered before they even reached my mouth. Somehow her words stopped me from even trying to pretend whatever I said next was true and that I believed it. A couple of times I started to speak, but each time, all that sprung to mind were the cliched phrase I had heard in so many movies or read in so many books, used so often that nothing could ever give them weight anymore. So I settled on the only thing I could do, something long overdue, the truth. Yes, I guess I am. How long? I paused, feeling the guilt squirm inside me before pushing on. About 6 months. She went quiet for a while, so quiet I thought she'd fallen asleep, before her voice spoke again in a hush so low that it was hard to tell she'd spoken at all. Thank you for being honest. It's the least I can do, all things considered. I moved to touch her shoulder one last time, to try and feel that connection we once had. The certainty in her voice, though, the finality in it, caught me, and I let my hand drop. All words gone now. I lifted the cover off myself and stood. I turned once to gaze at her, maybe for the final time. Was this it? Was this the last time we would be this close? This honest? Do you want a divorce? It caught me by surprise as she said it, as if nothing else this evening has been as unexpected. I looked at her, confusion obvious on my face at the suggestion. God, no! Why not? Well, isn't it obvious? You're dead! I killed you! There was a knock at the door, and I turned as the detective entered the morgue. His face a mask of professional concern. I can give you more time if you need to say your goodbyes. No, I think I said all that needs to be said. Thank you, officer. And patting the passport in my pocket, I left. I hope you enjoyed tonight's story, my fellow nightmares. Remember, if you liked the video and wanted to see more, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to know when new videos come out, hit the notification bell. Also, if you guys want to know more about me and get a sneak peek at new videos, be sure to follow me on Twitter and Facebook. If you want to hear more stories like this, you can click the playlist on the right, or for my last video, click on the left. Until next time, my fellow nightmares.